Hi, this is Apostle Tony Hill. Welcome to another episode of The Word Made Flesh. This is where we take a powerful passage and bring it to life. We're going to continue in the subject of the solution is in the problem. Today I want to talk about that everything that you're looking for is inside of where you come from. Everything that you're looking for is inside of where you come from. Let me read for you Genesis chapter 1 verse 24. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping things, and beasts of the earth after his kind." And it was so. Now, I want to drop this on you because oftentimes we look at the greatest land mammal that is known to man, which is a ox and also a cow. The problem with this is that neither an ox nor a cow eats meat, but they are the most massful creatures on earth. You would think that they eat tons and tons of meat, but you find out that they eat grass. Now let me show you this. They eat the thing that they derive from. Let me break it down. It said, and God said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures after his kind." So it says that the land mammals, the ox, the cow, came from the earth. And therefore, in order for them to remain healthy, they eat of the earth. Watch this, we're going somewhere. And God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and the cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good. Oftentimes we are unable to produce the power of prosperity or the power of creation because we don't rely on the information within. Why would you look outside of yourself to help yourself? Why would you look outside of that which you was created from to help yourself? When you have a Porsche, the best thing that you can do is take it back to the creator, which is Porsche. If you take your Porsche to Chevrolet, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a job that is less than the understanding of the product that you have. If you have a Ford, why would you take your Ford to Toyota? Yes, they have general knowledge of cars, but they don't specialize in Ford because they did not create Ford. Watch this. 25, and God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, the cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God said, "Let us make man in our image." So it shows that God made everything of a kind out of the kind. But when God got to mankind, he made mankind out of God. So why would you look to man to help you solve your issues when you did not come out of man, you came out of God? He said, "Let us make man in our own image." So many times the reason why we are failing in having the power of creating our solution, having the power to creating our resources, is because we're looking in the creation and not the creator. I don't ask cars what they need. I ask the manufacturer of cars what they need. I don't ask appliances what they need. I ask the manufacturer of appliances what they need. What I'm saying is, if you continue to take information from the product over the one who has produced the product, you're going to continue to fail at being able to create your solution. The Bible said, "Let us make man after our own image." I want to break this down. Man was created in the image of God. Then God put man to sleep, and he took woman out of man. That means that the solution that the woman seeks is inside of the man. And the solution that the man seeks is inside of God, because you can only get your remedy from your Creator. If you're going to look for the problem with your chair, you're going to have to look at how wood is produced and designed. If you're going to look at the problem with your stove, you're going to have to look at the manufacturer and see how it was created. So many times, the reason why we're failing at being regenerated, being healed, being created, having the understanding of our creation, is because we look for people to do what only God can do. If a wife wants to know what's her problem, she have to look where she came from. She came out of man. If a man wants to know his problem, he has to look where he came from. He came out of God. If a child wants to know their problem, they have to look where they came from, both father and mother. Most of the time we're suffering because we refuse to believe that some of our problems exist from our parents. Some of our problems exist from our parents. And if you're going to have the solution, you have to engage the source. This is Apostle Tony Hill. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Word Made Flesh, where we take a powerful passage and bring it to life. You all have a blessed day.